Right, boys, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. It is non-league to Premier League, start of season 10. Start of season 10. It would be brilliant to cap 10 years of the series, 10 years of the save by getting into the Premier League. Now, we have moved on. We are at the 14th of October. We've played about 11 league games. Lots of transfers. I've spent 10 million, I think. So yeah, I just wanted to kick on because I'd recorded so much in one night with the last league games, then the semis, then the finals. That was kind of over a week's worth of games, and I just didn't want to sit. I wanted to play the game, so I've kicked on a fair bit anyway. I think it then sets the scene. I'll show you how the new players are doing, how we've settled, how the league's looking, etc. All right, let's get into it. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you are new, because I'm getting very close to the 4,000 mark. That was my target for November the 1st, 4,000, and we're gonna probably do it by the end of July. So yeah, get subscribed. Let's get into it.
I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing we are York. We're City, play pretty, that is our style of football. How charming, just like the Minster, a pint of bitter and a slice from Ginster. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and singing we are York. Climbing up the old Division 4. If you score
Right, the transfers. So, as you can see, not the big money, but the big move. Nearly Svan deal is now permanent. 22 years old, playing him 11.5 a week, £4.2 million. He's worth £2 million. I think we needed to make it permanent. He deserved a permanent move. He's been absolutely fantastic for us over the years. Poor in the first year in the Championship, and then he really improved as the season went on last year. And once again, he's been in and out with injuries, but definitely sell on value there, I think. Big one. Oh, by the way, noticed I've got the Chilled Moose's free face pack. If you want to check it out, she does do on Patreon, but this one is the free one. FM Scout 50 faces, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely makes the save, I think, come to life that little bit more. So if anyone's asking, check out FM Scout. It's on one of their download pages. So this is Gabriel De Nicola, 22 years old, 5'9", so quite small. Made a fantastic start for us. Can't see that, can you? 7.20. He has made a fantastic start. He's our deep line playmaker look, on support, awesome physicals for a 5'9" guy, strength, stamina, pace, 15, acceleration. So he's very good about getting around the park. Vision 16, a whole load of 13s and 14s. We might just be able to get them up into the 14s and 15s at some point, maybe. Technical, where you want it. Technique, passing, first touch decent, finishing not great, but marking good. And also tackling good. So even though he's 5'9", he's very good defensively, and he has made a really, really good start. Big money, 3.9 million for a Championship side. That is big money. But we said we had to go big. We do really want to push for the and not be classed as outsiders for the playoffs this year. We really want to give it a go. He's the first major signing. Next one, Drago Mijatovic, who's kind of playing as his understudy, but I had to get him in for, what did I pay for him? £2.1 million from Bayern Munich. Once again, quite small, but his technicals are really good. 15 dribbling, 14 first touch, 16 passing, 14 technique, vision 17, determination, composure, even aggression, and the physicals aren't too shabby. He's playing back up to Giovanni De Nicola, but a very, very good signing. We've improved the quality, I think, so much this season. And then another signing, Alonso Cuesta, goalkeeper. Now, we did lose Raya. Obviously, he was on loan. He didn't want to come back. Wasn't even interested. Which was a bit of a shame because I'm his favoured personnel as well. So that was a bit gutting, but never mind. So we struggled to get a goalkeeper in. I've just gone for this guy one because he was relatively cheap for sort of like the stand we were at. There was nothing on a free. 24, so he's got obviously the opportunity to grow. His one-on-ones ain't great. His passing's okay. Reflex 15, handling 17, command of area 15, aerial reach 14. He's 6'2". He's made it, even though we've conceded a fair few goals this season, he's made a decent start, to be fair to him. So I can't grumble too much. And obviously his value as well, already 2.7. We got him in for $1 million. Potential sell on value there. Next one, Walkia. I've got him as number one. All right, completely accidental. So don't give me too much shit in the comments. Completely accidental. He's only 19, he's complete backup, but he's got the potential to be 4.5. We do need, his tackling's good, his marking's good for a 19-year-old, his heading needs to be improved, which I think we will improve on right now. Let's put it on aerial. But I think he's pretty good. Released from Man United as well, free transfer. He started in a couple of games. He's had a mare in one of the games, but £700, he's costing us absolutely nothing. 4th choice centre-back, I don't think we can grumble at all. Jason Chisholm, back in. He's made a horrendous start to the season. Look, 2 goals only, one of them penalties. So he's not been a great start. Our main man last year, 23 in the league, 28 in all competitions, and he can't hit a barn door. Well, no, he can't hit a barn door. He's just been poor. Udabeko started really well. So Jamie Chisholm will probably be on the bench for today's game. Jason Reed's back in. Very happy with that. It didn't look like we were going to get him at the start of the transfer window. They said they wanted to give him an opportunity. We left it quite late, and we've managed to get him in. We're paying all of his wages, 25 grand a week. So we've really gone for it this year in terms of budget. I think our budget is still quite small in the league, but we have definitely pushed the boat out a whole lot more. And I think that's it. There's also Dominic Silva. We've got him again on loan. I think we must have done a 2-year. I don't know why he's not on that page. But we got him in. On the outs, Jose Miguel, our sort of like exciting, I need to give him a face, our exciting sort of like youth prospect. I've put him out. He's now on loan at Northampton, the Vanarama, and 4 goals, 13 games. He started very, very well. Big outs, I suppose. Connor Smith was a really good one, so we just really didn't have room. I wanted to get him off the books. We made money on him. He was a decent player for us in that season, but Middlesbrough came in as well. Took him to the Premier League, which I found strange, but we'll take it. Lutz Bohm, the exciting youngster who just was never happy at the club. He complained from start to finish. He has all the technicals in the world. All the physicals in the world, technicals, but his attitude was pretty shocking. So he's gone. I think we've called. There was a couple of add-ons as well that we've managed to having to pay out. So we've made a little bit on him. I think that's it. Glyn Jennings was a youth prospect for us who we just didn't have room for, basically. But very capable in certain areas. Josh Abraham, another promising 18-year-old defender. He's on loan at Fylde, just getting some game time. We might get some out of him. We might just get some out of him. And that's it. That is it. So the squad is looking okay. We've got Tiziano Maniero, the Italian who has now decided to choose England. He's sort of like our number 2. And we've still got Hugo Lloris, but he's like our 3rd choice. So we're kind of covered. We've got Kovac, Broughton, Gardner, Walke, Jason Reed defenders. Midfield's looking very strong. Herich, Boy Glendon, I don't know if I mentioned in the last episode, Championship Player of the Year, George Glendon. But look, he's on the down. So it'll be one more season. We'll offer him new contracts and we'll keep him as long as we can, but he's going to start to be phased out, especially with players like Hadis Herich really coming into his own. He's made a decent start. Giovanni De Nicola and also Mijatovic as well. And then up front, Udabeko's made a really good start, 9 goals in 13 games. There was a couple of bids in for him. He did have a release clause of 8.75 million, so I've offered him a new contract. Oh, he went up £2,000 a week, so I was more than happy with that. No release clause in that one. Mistretta signed a new deal. He's made a decent start to the season. He'll probably start with Udabeko up front. Sesse's just got himself injured, but he's made a decent start. A couple of goals. The first packs are looking just tremendous out there. And then Spencer Steer, he was going on a free. I didn't want him, but I offered him a new contract because I thought we might be able to get some money for him, but no one, I don't know how he's valued at 6 million, but we got him under contract. We can offload him. It'll be pretty easy to offload him, even if we don't make much on it. We bought him for free. He's been a good servant. He's just not as good as the other ones. I missed a player, actually. Mario Santos. Loanee, we're paying £1.2 million loan fee across the sort of like it's 100k a month. Made a really good start. He can do both sides for us. He's playing on the left. Passing, technique, crossing's good 15, acceleration, all that. Pace, stamina's not bad at all. Mental's pretty good. We pushed the boat out with that one because his contract is a whopper. 25,000. So we've spent we've spent big. We have spent big. Finances are good though. We've got sort of like 10 million in the bank. Still got 8 million left of the transfer budget. So we're there for January. If I need to go for it, we will go for it. I am eyeing up potentially another striker because I was hoping Chisholm was going to be the man. And I put all my eggs in, not all my eggs in that basket because we have Mistretta, we have Sesse. But he hasn't done the business so far. So that's potentially an option. Form has been, since the start of the season, not bad. Just 2 defeats. Just 2 defeats in 11 games. A really poor one at Hull. We got absolutely minced. And then Fulham, they top of the league, come down from a champion. I think they're top of the league. They're 4th, but they were very, very good. So we're currently in 6th. A little bit off it. Blackburn have made an absolutely flying start to the season under the management of Bobby Wood. We've got some managers in here. Look, Gary Rowe was boring. Mark Hughes is now at Burnley. Gian Martino, Thiago Motta at Palace. Stal Solbakken at Derby. Dimitri Payet got sacked as manager of Sheffield Wednesday, but has now ended up at Fleetwood. Sorry, not Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United. Vladimir Weiss, I'm not too familiar on him. Been about a bit. Arsenal manager even at one point. Jesus. So he's a big name. Gareth Southgate, Huddersfield. Not familiar with him. Pedro Martins at Leeds. They love a foreign manager. Brendan Rodgers at North Forest. Dries Mertens at Preston North End. Love these. Alan McGregor at Queen's Park Rangers. Not too familiar on him. Danny, the Portuguese winger, he was out at Zenit. He's at Rotherham. Carl Darlow is at Sheffield Wednesday. Did he come from Sheffield Wednesday? No. Where was he? No, Forest, wasn't he? He was a Forest boy, yeah, Forest. John McGreal at Southend. Roberto Martinez at Stoke. Eric Davies at Swansea. Ricardo Sapinto at Wolves, who sacked Mark Hughes earlier on in the season. They've made a shocking start. They did make a shocking start. I'm sure they made a shocking start. They did. They lost their first 2, look. They were bottom after we beat them. We had a really good 3-2 win against them. But obviously they're on the up now. We did say Wolves were going to be strong. Fulham were going to be strong. It may well be playoffs again, but we're going to be in decent shape. We should be in and around it. Right, let's get into a game. It's Ipswich Town, who are 15th. Right, we've had to make a couple of changes. Jason Reedy is suspended, so Max Broughton is in, and Giovanni De Nicola is 87% fit. So Hadis is in. Big boy as well, and he's 6'4". He's going to be a beast. We just need to give him a little bit more game time than what we have. Ideally, him partnering De Nicola would probably be the new go-to. Santos out on the left, Svan on the right. We're now playing Udabeko as the main centre forward. He's playing as the advanced forward, and then Mistretta, who is unhappy because he wants a new contract, but he just wants so much. He wants about 18 grand a week, and he's not quite worthy of it just yet. And then Chisholm on the bench, Steer on the bench, Luke Thomas, one of our youngsters, still doing bits for us. He's going to be still a decent backup. Hopefully keep him for the majority because he's one of ours. Let's get into it. Anyone we recognise for them? Dizelle still there. Someone called Frimpong. But we're not flying, that's for sure. We are not flying. Letting in too many goals, that's been the problem. We've not been solid at the back. Right. Altonak is out. Warren in. Not a great start. Right, Broughton. To Warren. Hedich. Santos. Go on. Ooh, cut in just over. Unlucky. Will cut in. He is right-footed, Santos. Just to prefer on the right. We did get him on the basis that he could probably do both sides for us, but he's made a pretty decent start, even though he's on that left-hand side. Right, Broughton. Hedich. Into Glendon. The captain. That's poor. Oh, Broughton's let it go over his head. And that's going way wide. We're okay. Let's have a little bit more, boys. Let's have a little bit more. We are in control. They've only had 3. We've had 10 shots. Here we go. Glendon. Set piece before half-time. Keeper's come out and punched well. Now, Thuram is on the break. Can we get a tackle in? Probably not. That's a great tackle. Great tackle, Dominic Silva. And we're off again. Santos. Here he goes, the Spaniard. Warren. Nope. Hedich is going to pick up the spares. Well done. Broughton. Just knew it. I just knew it. Just knew it. He was going to lose the ball. Good save, Questa. Well done. But that was a really poor passage of play from us. Frimpong's corner. We cleared. Right, half time. Not a lot of positivity there. I'm going to give him a bit of a rattling. We do have options on the bench, and Mahoney is on the bench, but he's got a slight knock. Mijatovic can cause us a few problems if we get him on. He's quite creative. Sorry, cause them problems, not us problems. Chisholm's on the bench as well. Santos has fired, cut in and fired it wide. He's positive though, he's Santos. Right, 65, I'm in a pause. Not the greatest, I'm going to be honest. Come on, Chisholm. Get yourself on. Let's get these two back up. Chisholm and Udabeko. Svan's been poor. Can't really do much else. Let's tell you what, let's get the youngster on, Mijatovic, and put Heric as box-to-box. Let's get Glendon off. Let's see how the young gun's doing there. So we are quite a young side. We are a really young side, which is good. I just wanted this year to be the year, but I'm not too confident of it. Even though I think we've improved, I think the league is maybe a bit better. We should get playoffs, no problem, and then from there it's just a lottery. As this game is petering out, it's going to be 0-0 unless we can do something spectacular. Here we go, highlight. 93rd minute, Heric. Slip him. Udabeko! Are we on? We're onside. Get in! What a way to finish. What an away performance it's turned out to be. That'll do. That will do. There we go. We've sneaked it at the end, boys. 1-0. We'll take that. Clean sheet as well. Clean sheet. I'm not too sure how many clean sheets we've actually kept. So we're up to 5th. Very tight. 4 teams tied on 22nd. Fulham in 2nd on 24. We just need to peg back Blackburn, who've made a fantastic start. But we can claw them back. No problem. We've got EFL. We've had a little sniff in the EFL as well. We beat Bournemouth, who were champions, and we've beaten Southampton away. So we've had two really impressive performances in the EFL against EFL Cup against Premier League opposition. We've now got Everton. Now we won't be kicking on too much because house move is gathering pace. So this is coming out Tuesday night. We're off to view it and potentially get the keys on Wednesday, and then we'll move in sort of like the end of next week, hopefully. So videos may be a little bit stop-starty. I'm going to try and get ahead and at least get content out. Saturday's episode should be out, no problem, and then next week might just be a little bit dodgy just as we get settled in. But I will let you know. Before we move on, I forgot to show you money-wise. I don't think I've actually looked myself. Let me take my face off. There you go. 21st. So we're spending a lot more than what we did last year. I think it's nearly double. I'm sure we're about nearly 5 million. 6 million. So we're spending a bit more. A bit more. Hull City, relatively small. Preston have just come up. Southend have just come up. But our budget is still tiny. Wolves, Burnley, Fulham still spending big wages. And guys, that's it for today. So just a little recap to see where you're at. As I said, we won't kick on that many games because I am going to be a little bit busy over the next week or so. I will try and get content out next week. There will be a video of this next episode on Saturday morning, so stay tuned for that. The last episode, numbers-wise, was absolutely fantastic. So thank you for all people that have watched. People are now just joining the series, even though it's, what month are we in? We're in June, and people are just... I've had people comment on first video saying, just started watching it or have caught up. So if you are new around here, thank you very much. If you are new, if you've not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on Saturday. Oh, and streaming. I'm streaming on Thursday night as well. Cheers, guys. See you later.